and welcome to the con call of Cochin Shipyard Limited. First of all, let me tell you that our CMD, Sri Madhu S. Nair, was supposed to join for this con call, but unfortunately he has to attend a meeting, urgent meeting with the ministry, so kindly excuse him for that. And main operational highlights for the year, for the quarter was we have signed a contract for construction of two autonomous electric ferry vessels for Norway. It's an export order for Norway, and we have also signed an MOU with the Fincantieri, Italy, for technical collaboration for jointly bidding for the new shipbuilding projects for Navy and other defense sector. And other major event which was awarded was that our CMD, Sri Madhu S. Nair, his tenure has got extended for another 5 years. His 5-year original term of 5 years was supposed to end in December 20. Now he has got another 5 years more to serve the company. And during the quarter, we have delivered 5 numbers of fishing vessels, and we have delivered 2 numbers of ro vessels to inland waterways, and we have delivered 1 marine ambulance boat to Kerala State Fisheries Department. And during the quarter, we have also acquired Cochin Shipyard, one shipyard at Malpe through the IBC process, and we have paid the bid amount in 15 September 2020, and from that date onwards, the Cochin Shipyard has become 100% subsidiary of Cochin Shipyard Limited. We plan to start the operations by January 2021 though. And the construction activities in our another subsidiary, Hooghly Cochin Shipyard Limited, is also progressing. And though there were some delays due to the COVID pandemic, we are now targeting the commissioning by March this financial itself. And regarding the infra projects, the 2 major infra projects which are under construction, the ISR of the International Ship Repair Facility at Cochin Port Trust, it is the percentage of completion is almost 73% as of the 30th September 20. And as of now, we are planning to complete the project by December 21. And out of the 970 crores of total project cost, we have already spent around 466 crores as on September 2020. And regarding the dry dock, the percentage completion, physical completion is 35% as on date, and we have spent around 585 crores out of 1,799 crores, and the targeted completion is December 22. And in the operational front, while we were able to substantially ramp up the production activities compared to Q1, we could not achieve the turnover and profits reported for the same period last year due to various constraints relating to COVID pandemic, which afterwards it is still persists. The turnover for the Q2 was 657 crores, and it is 32% down if you take the last year same period, and PBT is at 146 crores. It is 44% down, and that is 109 crores. It is 48% down. And this particular quarter, we had a additional impact of around 25 crores to the P&L due to one provisioning, which is we had received one demand from the Customs Department, for which we have made a provision of around 25 crores. So this is an additional impact for the quarter. And major constraint faced by the yard during the quarter was mainly because of the restriction on international and interstate travel. Because of that, we are not able to get service engineers and OEM service engineers for the critical commissioning of other works. These factors have adversely affected the commissioning of equipment in certain ships, and because of that, we are not able to deliver these ships as of today. Despite the above, the company is taking all efforts to improve the level of operation. with various proactive measures going forward. With this, I conclude my opening remarks and will take your questions one by one.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Jonas Bhutta from Phillip Capital. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. And firstly, wish you and Rajesh happy Diwali. So I have a couple of questions. Firstly, with the travel restrictions still being on, and thereby limiting the foreign service engineers to visit India, and what is the likely impact of this now on the IAC commissioning or delivery dates? Does that move forward, or you're sticking with the same original dates at least as of now? That's the first question.
Yeah, Jonas, regarding the IAC delivery date, see we were September 21 was the targeted delivery date. Now there will be around 2 to 3 months shift, so we are expecting by December 21 will be the delivery dates of IAC. So there won't be much shift on the delivery dates of IAC, because we are planning to start the basin trial on 27th November this month.
Okay. And so within a year of basin trials, you think that it will be ready for delivery? Yeah. That's what we have planned. Okay. And is this impacting any other project other than IAC, or it is IAC which is sort of the worst?
Yeah, this is impacting 2 projects mainly. One is that TDV,
Technology Demonstration Vessel for the
DRDO.
Jonas, this is Rajesh. Happy Diwali to you too. Your question is relevant because right now the TDV, the Technology Demonstration Vessel for the DRDO, is also sort of very close to completion, and we are moving on to the trial phase. And the service engineer issue is affecting that vessel. It's affecting that vessel quite badly, and also our first passenger vessel, the 500 pax vessel, is also due for the sea trials in about a month's time. So we are actually trying to talk to all the OEMs separately and trying to mobilize them, and even trying to see if they can have resources provided out of India. So these are the 2 other projects which are actually as of today affected, other than the IAC. IAC right now, as we told you, it's the basin trial which are going ahead. We should be able to manage the basin trial right now.
So in such a scenario, sir, does this open up for LD, at least on the TDV and the 500 pax Andaman Nicobar project? So do you foresee a risk of LDs coming in?
Yeah, as per the contract terms, there will be LD, Jonas, but since both the projects are for the government, and they are also aware of the situation, we can sort it out. That's what we plan. We can discuss it and sort it out. That's what we plan.
But you'll first have to provide it in the P&L. It will be a non-cash charge.
We'll have to provide it in the P&L. Because unless we get a return confirmation from them, till such time we will have to provide in the accounts.
Got it.
And that is being provided also so far.
And this 22.5 crore charge that we've taken in Q2, is it all of it, or do you expect that going forward there could be more for the same from the department basis? No.
This is the final figure. While we have challenged the order, and we have filed the appeal also, but for the sake of good order sake, we have made the provision 100%.
Got it. So my second question was the shipbuilding revenue breakup. So if you can provide that between IAC and non-IAC, and within IAC, cost plus and fixed, right?
Yeah. 1 second. For the Q1 or Q2 or H1?
The Q2, H1 both should be okay.
Okay. So the Q2 total shipbuilding other than IAC is 73 crores. And IAC cost plus is 283. Fixed price 207. So total IAC is 491. And total shipbuilding is 564.
Okay. And lastly, sir, if I can squeeze in one more. Sir, have we started execution on the ASW, or that was actually expected to pick up pace in Q3, Q4 this year?
Yeah.
That is.
We are planning to start the construction on 1st December for ASW. So field cutting is planned on 1st December.
Okay. From 1st December. So the order book of 6311 still remains the same as of now. So there's no revenue.
No, yeah. We have not booked any revenue from that so far.
And what is the phase 3 order book right now?
Phase 3, 1 second. Phase 3 remaining to be executed. Phase 3 remaining to be executed is 2244.
Got it. Fine. This is helpful, sir. I'll come back in the queue. I have some more questions.
Okay.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sandeep Tulsian from JM Financial. Please go ahead.
Yeah, a very good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Sandeep.
I hope everybody is doing fine and wishing you a very happy Diwali.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you. Last time we missed you.
Yes. Last time I was not able to attend. Apologies for that. Sir, I have a couple of questions. Firstly, if you could share the Capex which is likely to be incurred in balance half of the year for FY21, and how much of Capex you are likely to incur in FY22. If you could break that facility-wise, it would give us some clarity on the progress of projects, how they will pan out in the next 2 years.
Yeah. See, as I mentioned, ISRF totally as of 31st March 20, we had incurred 438 crores.
Mm-hmm.
And for the FY 2021, we will be spending another 143 crores.
Okay.
And for FY 21-22, 130.
Okay.
And for the dry dock,
Mm-hmm.
31st March 20 figure was 556.
Mm-hmm.
FY 21, 201.
Mm-hmm.
And FY 22, 200.
And balance will go into 23 for Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the Cochin Shipyard, is there going to be any additional Capex that we will incur on top of whatever we have paid for the acquisition?
Yeah, we are expecting to spend around 15 crores, not much.
Okay.
Additionally 15 crores.
This year itself?
Maybe 5 crores this year and 10 crores next year.
Okay. All right. And secondly, question is on the order inflows. Any progress, if you could share on the projects which are under bids right now, or any new tenders where we have participated?
Rajesh.
Hi Sandeep, Rajesh this side. Just an update. It's something similar to what we had last time as well. The major Navy and defense projects that we have bid. There are around 5 projects that we have bid for. Fast patrol vessels of the Coast Guard, 8 fast patrol vessels, 12 air cushion vessels for the Coast Guard, 6 new generation missile vessels for the Indian Navy, 2 multi-purpose vessels for the Indian Navy, 3 cadet training ships for the Indian Navy. So these are the 5 projects. And right now as we speak, there's a tender on for 6 new generation offshore patrol vessels for the Indian Navy.
Okay. And which of these are likely to move ahead, and what is, which of them is likely to get closed first, and the tentative size, if you could share?
Yeah. I actually told it in the sequence in which I think it is going to move, and that's the sequence in which we have bid really. So first comes the first fast patrol vessels for the Coast Guard. The technical bids have been opened in October 2019. So it's quite some time. So we are expecting something to happen there, not in the not too far future. And the air cushion vessels also of the Coast Guard, again, the technical bids are opened in November 19. So, and we're expecting, them to go ahead and open the price bids shortly. As regards the new generation missile vessels of the Indian Navy, I think it may take a bit of time because, the bids went in just prior to the lockdown in March. So maybe they would need a little more time. But the technical bids have been opened just prior to the lockdown. So we are expecting them to come back to all the bidders. The multi-purpose vessels, the technical bids are opened in June. So that will also, I think, need time. Cadet training ship, the bids were submitted and the technical bid has been opened just in November, this month. So that is, again, probably it's going to take some time. The total value of all these bids is approximately the tune of around 16,000 crores.
Okay. Got it. And if one last bookkeeping question, if I may squeeze in, is if I was going through the balance sheet, there was a very sharp jump in the other current liabilities, and that has really helped our cash balance to improve. If you could highlight why there has been such a big jump in the first half of this year.
1 second. Can you repeat that question, Sandeep?
So in the balance sheet, standalone balance sheet,
yeah,
the other current liabilities have gone up from 1160 crores to almost 2200 crores. So just want to check what are the key items where there's been such a big jump.
Yeah. See, out of that, you are mentioning about the other current liability, no?
Yes.
See, out of that, 2180 crores is the contract liability, which is the money, advance money received from the customers minus the amount spent.
Okay. This is the net number.
Net number. 2180 is the contract liability. That mainly comprises of around 1,200 crores from IAZ and ASW around 600 to 700 crores.
Got it. Got it, sir. Thank you so much for taking my question.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Umesh Raut from Yes Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Sir, my first question pertains to the ship repairing operation. So, could you please update us about the existing operations that those are going on right now? Post the, I believe, first half impact, I believe most of the operations are right now on track. And similarly, what kind of top line we can expect in full year FY21 from ship repairing?
Ship repair, the full year, we are expecting around 500 to 550 crores for the full year. And for the H1, we are reported around 110. And the major project which we are going to execute now is one is Sagar Vijay, which is around 80 crores.
Okay. And sir, last time you also spoke about the INS Vikramaditya order that is expected to due for FY22. So any further update on that?
Not really. FY22, we are not sure because Vikramaditya, the Navy hasn't yet released any sort of inquiry or tender. So we're not sure because they may not really want a dry dock in 22. But if at all they need any upload repairs, we are yet to receive any inquiry.
Okay. Okay. And sir, about the shipbuilding operations, what kind of top line one should look at for full year FY21 as well as for FY22?
For the ship repair or shipbuilding?
Shipbuilding, sir. Shipbuilding.
Shipbuilding, for the full year, total for the company, we were trying to achieve around 3,000 last year. Actuals around 3,400, but now we are trying to target around 3,000 level for the full year, approximately. So out of that, around 550 will be ship repair, the remaining will be shipbuilding.
Right, sir. And sir, for full year FY22?
FY22, it will be around 4,000 we are planning, around 4,000.
Okay. Okay. And sir, out of that 4,000, how much of execution will happen from anti-submarine shallow-water craft?
It will be around 600 to 700 crores, approximately.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir. Sir, one bookkeeping question. So just wanted to know cash position and advances from customers as on September 2020.
Yeah. See, total cash position is around 3,440 on 30th September.
Okay.
Out of that, if you the IAC and AS customer advance is around 1,800.
Right.
And the CSL cash is around 1,400, which excludes the IPO fund also.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. We would request the participants to please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Dixit Doshi from Whitestone Financial Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Sir, most of the questions have been answered. Just couple of things. You mentioned 4,000 crore revenue we targeting for FY22. That includes the ship repair, right?
Yeah. That includes ship repair also.
Okay. And secondly, sir, if I see your order book, it's around 13,500 crore. Can you just elaborate major orders out of that?
Yeah, out of the 13,900, 5,750 is from IAC.
Okay.
And 6,300 from ASW Corvette. That is also from Indian Navy. And the remaining are from commercial orders.
Okay. Okay. And sir, lastly, so obviously, even if I see the Q2 performance have been improved sharply from compared to Q1, but still we are almost 30-40% lower compared to last year Q2. So how do you see H2 and how exactly the situation at the ground level in terms of working, and are we back to pre-COVID level of construction activity?
Yeah, see, the yard has actually, put in place systems that would facilitate, working in 2 shifts and bringing productivity levels back to, pre-COVID levels. But as we had discussed earlier in the call, challenges we are facing are mainly due to, supply chain disruptions and also related to timely availability of service engineers and support, external support. So this is a challenge that we are facing right now. Internally, as we said, initially, yes, we had issues with, migrant labor who didn't come back after the lockdown. But those situations have gradually improved. Yes, a bit of COVID issues still persist. But as we speak, it is actually, the service support and supply chain issues that are mainly posing a bit of a problem still, continuing to pose a bit of problem.
Especially from Singapore, the country is not allowing their citizens to move out or travel to outside. So we need some experts to come from Singapore specifically. There also we are facing some challenges, and from Norway also some commissioning engineers have to come, and we are also planning to arrange some chartered flight or something for them also.
See, for your better understanding how this is impacting, why the impact becomes high is because, when you're taking a ship out for sea trial for the first time, all systems need to be tried, tested and proven in unison. So what that means is, all the service engineers and specialists pertaining to all major equipment have to be on board at the same time. So if one country doesn't permit that person to travel and we have a problem with one particular service engineer, so then the whole exercise gets shifted. That is the problem.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it from my side.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ramesh Damani from Ramesh Damani Finance. Please go ahead.
Congratulations on a good quarter. Tell me, how will Cochin be benefiting from the Fincantieri collaboration? Is it in terms of big technical excellence? Color on that.
Sorry to interrupt. Sir, the audio is breaking. We are not able to hear you clearly.
Okay, let me start again.
Sure.
Once again. Hello, sir. Thank you for a good quarter. I need to ask two quick questions. First, your collaboration that you signed with Fincantieri of Italy, how is that going to help Cochin? Is it going to help in technical excellence, in bidding for more projects? Can you give us some color on that? And secondly, once you recover next year to 4,000 crores, can we expect about 18% PAT margins that you've enjoyed recently? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Damani. Let me take your first question first. There's an echo? Okay. Yeah, as regards this MOU with Fincantieri, what we have just executed now is what we call the umbrella MOU for collaboration and association. Now, this umbrella MOU provides for specific MOUs in 4 or 5 specific areas. The one area that we are looking for collaboration with, or we've agreed for collaboration with Fincantieri, is for high-end defense vessels, where we would need, design support and technological, latest technology inputs from Fincantieri. When I say that, if it's the normal vessels that we just spoke a few minutes back, we may not even require the support. But then when Navy is nowadays looking for the next generation vessels, like we are talking about next generation missile vessels and next generation offshore patrol vessels, for which the bids are on, in these areas we might need support on propulsion system integration and such areas. So that would be a specific MOU under the umbrella MOU. Another area is with the Atmanirbhar drive and Make in India push and requirement of local content coming in, we are also looking to collaborate on bringing in latest designs and technologies and trying to manufacture them out of India, for which again there is another MOU under discussion with Fincantieri for equipment manufacture. For example, the shaft line of a vessel. Now, whether that can be, so they have actually evaluated our facilities and they feel that there is a possibility here and we could really do it. So that is another area. A third area is in the field of ship repair, where that Fincantieri already has a couple of tankers which they have supplied to the Navy. So these tankers, for the life cycle support of these tankers also, the Navy would require Fincantieri support. And there could also be other areas where Fincantieri could support CSL. And Fincantieri being one of the largest shipyards in the world, they have a lot of other vessels, built by Fincantieri, which probably calls on Indian ports and Indian territory, which we can handle from here. So that is an area. The third MOU is a ship repair specific MOU, which is being discussed. And a couple of other areas that are being discussed is Fincantry is also willing to support skill development and training of our technical people in their facilities. And on the design and the detailed engineering, we have also said that we can extend our support so that designs can be made more competitively. And those are a couple of other smaller MOUs which are under discussion. So this is the broad ambit of the umbrella MOU that was executed with Fincantry. And the specific MOUs, a couple of them are already on, and the others are being drafted. That is where we are.
And regarding the second question regarding PAT margin, we can guide you around 16% instead of 18, which you mentioned. I think it will be safer to assume around 16% PAT margin, 15 to 16%.
Both for this year and next year?
Yeah, next year also.
Okay. And sir, you talked about doubling your service revenue over 3 years. Is that on track?
Regarding ship repair.
Yes.
Yeah, ship repair we expect to double in 3 years, because now we have also started the operations in CKS, the Calcutta unit also we have started ship repair operations. And next within 6 months we will be starting our ship repair operations in Andamans also. So I think within 3 years we can double the ship repair revenue. That's what you are expecting.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Giriraj Daga from KM Visaria Family Trust. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello sir. My first question is regarding the ship repair visibility next year. This year you mentioned 550 crores. You also gave 3 years we can double. But next year if I have to see, can you come back to the previous run rate of 750, 800 crore, and what kind of visibility we have for ship repair?
Yeah, ship repair next year will be around 700 to 725 crores. That's what we are expecting.
Okay. And are we seeing any of the commercial ships getting more diverted from China to India, or is it more like the defense heavy that is expected to remain?
Yeah, this is what we are also hoping. We are aware of Indian clients who were earlier looking at China, who no longer want to look at China. So we are expecting a bit of advantage out of that as well.
Okay. And what kind of margin we can expect in ship repair for next year?
Around 22-23% margin normally from ship repair.
Okay. And also heard some breakup that how much you are expecting from, let's say, Mumbai, Kolkata or Andaman there?
Yeah.
725 crores.
That we don't have the breakup, but normally around from Cochin facility we'll be doing around 500 crores, and from Mumbai around 100-120 crores. The remaining from other facilities like Calcutta around 30 crores, like that.
Okay. Next second question is related to, are we hearing anything from the IAC2 from the Navy side of it, government side of it?
Can you repeat that, please?
IAC2. As of now, there is nothing.
Okay.
Okay. This is my last clarification. You mentioned 4,000 crore as a total revenue, right, for the FY22?
Yeah. It's total.
And how much you will be booking for the ASW into that?
Around 600 crores, 600 to 700 crores.
Okay. Sure. Thanks a lot and all the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Devesh Chavas, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir, and a very happy Diwali to you. Sir, my question is steel prices are up around 30 odd percentage in Q2, so how would it impact margins of fixed price contracts in shipbuilding side moving forward?
Can you repeat that question?
Pardon?
Yeah. Sir, steel prices are up around 30 odd percentage points in Q2, so how would it impact margins of fixed price contracts in shipbuilding side moving forward?
Right now, as we speak, I think for the order that we already have in hand, procurement of steel has already been done. So we don't expect an immediate impact. So we'll have to see as we move and as we take the next order, we need to price it accordingly.
Okay, thanks a lot, sir.
Because we normally try to, since we procure it directly from the mills, we normally do it in lots and bulk.
Okay, so there is a significant amount of booking from your side.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of P. Sachdev from Albatross Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good evening. Just wanted your thoughts on a potential buyback or a higher payout, considering there's a lot of noise from the government, to surplus cash, and also the fact that the last buyback was done 2 years back. Just wanted your thoughts on that. Thanks.
Regarding the cash payout, no?
Whether through a buyback or a higher dividend payout.
Yeah. See,
thoughts on that?
as per the government DBAM order, we need to pay minimum 5% of net worth or 30% of PAT, whichever is higher. So always every year we maintain that level, and this year also we have paid around 35 to 40% of PAT as dividend. Since we are having a substantial amount of Capex, we will need to apply for a exemption for the maximum dividend. As per the government policy, the maximum dividend is 100% of PAT. So we normally pay 5% of net worth or 30% of PAT, whichever is higher, and we'll apply for a Capex for an exemption showing our Capex for the next 2-3 years. And normally they give the exemption for that also. Last 3 years also we got that exemption.
So, most of the Capex is met through internal accruals, if you look at the last 3 years. So, considering the pile of cash in the books, do you think there's a possibility for a buyback going forward, considering the valuation of the company at the moment?
No, we don't expect anything in the near future.
Thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ramesh Tamani from Ramesh Tamani Finance. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. My question has been answered, but will you pay an interim dividend?
Interim dividend, this year anyway it won't be there. Next year we may be paying interim dividend. This financial year it won't be there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parimal Mithani from Credential Investments. Please go ahead.
Sure. So thanks for the opportunity. So I have 3 questions. Recently the government has come out with the dividend policy from the public sector units of quarterly dividends. Any thought process on that if it's come to you? Secondly, sir, I wanted to know what is the repair cycle for the aircraft carrier, and if you can highlight, and what is the typical contract size for this, sir?
Yeah, regarding the dividend payout, the quarterly payout of dividend, next financial onwards, we may have to comply with that, but definitely not in this financial year.
So that means you'll be paying every quarter a dividend. Is it fair to assume that, sir?
No, that order has not come to us so far, but if it is specified in that, like that, we'll have to follow that.
Okay. And sir, the repair cycle for the aircraft carrier?
Actually, typically, repair cycle, typically, they would want to dock once in 5 years or so. But, the refit pattern would have to be decided by the Navy. So as of today, we don't have any firm plan, but definitely there would be support required from our side during the initial period and as we go along for the dry dock as well.
So my question is getting to know, so since we have 2 aircraft carriers in the Indian Navy side, what has been your normal experience over the last 5-6 years in terms of how long the cycles have been, and what is the tender size for that?
Yeah, why we are also not able to predict correctly is because, see, for the last 25 years we have been maintaining the aircraft carriers for the Indian Navy. But earlier we had INS Virat and, which was pretty aged. So that vessel required dry docking more frequently. But Vikramaditya has come in recently to the country and from Russia, and IAC.
Hello. 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 Hello.
One moment, sir. I would request the management to unmute themselves. We are not able to hear you. We would request the participants to please stay connected while we connect the management back in the call. Thank you for patiently waiting. We have the management reconnected, so you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, so you're saying about...
Yeah, sorry, it got disconnected. So then, Virat used to need much more frequent dry docks and refit support. So Vikramaditya has already come in and we have docked her twice already. And so we are not sure when they would want the next dry docking because, the hull is in reasonably good shape. But having said that, being a complicated vessel, aircraft carriers would always have other sort of repairs that they would need, which they may also want to do it in the home port. Right now, vessel is home ported in Karwar. So we'll have to see how the Navy looks at that. When the IAC-2 also gets commissioned, again, initially they may want to do a refit not too far into commissioning just to make sure that everything is fine and, dry docking. But then they would want to do it in longer cycles. So we need to wait and see what the pattern of refit is being worked out and then see how to handle it.
So it's fair to assume it will be of similar size like IAC, which is currently you're having of the order, or it will be
Pardon, could you please repeat?
So will it be of similar size of order like IAC, which you had earlier in the past when it came for refitting to you, or it will...
See, INS Vikramaditya, when it came last year, the order size was around 400 crores.
Okay. And so, second thing, what is the cash collection from the Indian Navy in the current quarter? Some highlights.
Now they are started paying the dues. Last quarter we received around 1,500 crores on all the projects put together.
And so just one last question, if I can ask. Hello.
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah. So the recent defense policy mentions that government can go for a leasing model for important platforms. Do you think it will hamper in terms of a new aircraft carrier coming from the Navy?
No. In fact, this leasing model, we feel it would be good for us because see, when the Navy is permitted to lease, they may actually want to look at an option where they don't spend fully upfront on the Capex, and then actually they could work out new models. Because I don't think defense vessels are all specific or custom built for each navy. So you probably don't get a ready-made vessel which you go and lease. So we're not very sure as to how the Navy will handle this, but probably this lease model will work better for the Army and other wings of the defense where like trucks and heavy-duty vehicles, you probably there's a better model for leasing out there. So I'm not sure how the Navy would want to handle this, but we don't see any major problem with that as of now, at least as of now. We'll have to wait and watch, of course, but.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, I would like to hand over the call to Shri Vijay Jose, Director Finance, for their closing comments.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of the management of CSL, let me thank each one of you for having attended this con call and for the interest shown into the company. We, the management, assure that we will take all effort to take the company to greater heights. Thank you. Thank you once again, and happy Diwali.